What is up, you guys? Oh yeah, I'm happy to be here. I want to get started out by feeling you guys out a little bit. I got a quick question for you. How many people in here, by a show of applause, have kids, you guys? Yeah, got some parents in here. I knew at least one of you guys in here had kids because I saw them sitting in a minivan in the parking lot. So, thanks for not bringing them in and shitting on our fun. That's how we roll, right? I can make fun of kids because I have two of them, you guys. I have an 18-year-old son and a 14-year-old son. My 18-year-old son just graduated last spring. I was super proud of him. When he was getting his diploma, it was the same night that I had to leave to go on the road to do a string of shows for the weekend. So I said, hey man, I can see you get your diploma, but I'm not going to be able to see you after, your graduation's done. And I could tell he was kind of bummed. He goes, hey, all my friends are going out with their parents, for dinner afterwards. And I said, don't worry, I've already got that squared away. Your mom's going to take you out for that. I was like, but what I'm going to do is do a grad dad lunch with you on Sunday when I get back in town. So my son was like, awesome, 2 instead of 1, perfect, So I get back on Sunday, I go in his room, I wake him up, I go, hey man, you ready for your grad dad lunch? I'm all excited. And he was like, yeah, he's rubbing his eyes and stuff. And I said, all right, get your clothes on and pick somewhere to go out to eat. And he goes, all right, he goes, quick question, Dad. I said, what's that, buddy? He was like, am I supposed to wear my cap and gown to this? Now I'm at a fork in the road as a parent and a comedian. I can be a parent and be like, no, nobody does that. Why don't you? Or I can be a comedian, And that is how we ended up at an Applebee's with him wearing his cap and gown. Didn't take him long, too, to realize that he messed up, right? He's looking around, noticed people are looking at him. He goes, hey, Dad, I feel weird, man. I don't think I'm supposed to be wearing this. I was like, oh, no, you're not. He was like, I feel uncomfortable, I wish I could go change. I go, why don't you just go in the bathroom and take the cap and gown off, right? He leans in closer, he goes, I'm not wearing anything underneath this. I scooched back a little bit, was like, you need to go sit at another booth. It's wild. Got a 14-year-old son. 14-year-old son's been kind of pissing me off lately. He's been calling me bro. I don't know if anybody deals with that dude. To the point where it become every other word for him, man. I'm making dinner on Monday. Big old dinner for the family. I'm happy to not be on the road, spending quality time. And my son comes walking in the kitchen and he just ruins it. Comes walking in and he goes, what are we having for dinner, bro? I looked at him and I was like, stop calling me that. And he goes, stop calling you what, bro? I was like, stop calling me bro. And then just to get one more jab in, he was like, why, bro? I lost it, man. I went right into dad voice, right? I was like, I'm gonna give you a couple reasons why I don't want you calling me bro. For one, I am the man that puts a roof over your head. For two, I am the man that puts food on the table. For three, I am the man that put those clothes on your back. I was like, the least you can do out of respect is call me dad. And all of a sudden I saw one of his eyes start to glaze over a little bit. I was like, holy crap, he's gonna cry. I won this round. I was getting all excited. It even gets better too, right? He leans in and he gives me this big old hug, you guys. He whispers in my ear, whatever, bro. I broke out the hug. He's like, we were having a moment. I was like, you're getting kicked out. That's what's happening here, bud. Oh no, man. I grew up just like my sons. It was me and my brother, just 2 siblings in my family. My brother was going to come down here for the show, couldn't make it, didn't want to ride his bike. My brother is one of those people who rides his bike everywhere, you guys, everywhere. And I don't care about that, right? The reason that I don't like him in the bike riding is because he always wants to be uppity about it. Like, we'll be hanging out with him, and he'll just be like, someone will be like, is that your bike out there? And he'll be like, yeah, just trying to cut down on carbon emissions. Or then he'll be like, oh, just trying to save the planet, And I'm just like, dude, get out of here, man. You're not some Captain Planet out, replanting trees and stuff, right? You're just a guy with 2 DUIs. There's a big difference difference between saving an endangered species and running a stop sign in front of a police officer. Get out of here with that. I don't know. I'm married. How many married folks we got in here? Make some noise. Yeah, I've been married 3 years now. I've been with my wife 8 years. My wife and I have only fought one time, you guys. One time. And because of that, my punishment is I can no longer drink Snapple iced tea. I know, some of you are like, what? That's so weird. Here's the thing, okay? So usually I'll leave a show, I'll have like 4 hours drive sometimes. So I get an energy drink, I get a 5-hour energy shot, and I get a Snapple. And when you open a Snapple and you look under the cap, what is under the cap, everybody? Yes, Snapple fact, right? And here's the thing, right? When you get a Snapple fact and you're like me and you're over 40, you have 24 hours to tell someone that Snapple fact. Otherwise it erases from your hard drive. But you gotta have good Snapple fact timing. Like, you can't just pop a Snapple fact in there in the wrong, you can't be like at work and someone's like, hey, how was your weekend, Tim? And I'm like, did you know that otters sometimes will fornicate for over 3 hours? And they're just like, yeah, I'm gonna go talk to HR real quick. Something wrong with that, dude. So I get home, right, and I pop my cap, I'm reading my Snapple fact, and I'm taking my drive, and I get home, my wife's still up. She wants to catch up for the day. So I'm talking to my wife, and she goes, oh, I was talking to my mom earlier today, and she was telling me that she is having a hard time pooping. And I told her just gotta eat more fruit, right? Because more fruit will help flush out her bowels. And I saw my opportunity, right? I was like, there's my Snapple fact. I go like this, I go, baby, and I put my finger on her mouth, and she was like, what are you doing? I go, did you know that every bottle of wine contains up to 700 grapes? And my wife goes, did you just lay a Snapple fact on me? And I was like, yeah, I sure did. And she goes, where are you going with this? And I go, I was crunching the numbers. Your mom's taking in 1,400 grapes by dinner time. I don't think she needs more fruit. My wife is like, you can leave now. Oh no. That's how we roll, you guys. I'm gonna close it up on this, you guys. I have spent all of my life trying to make people laugh. I have been telling jokes, been doing stand-up comedy, but I'm also a big fan of practical jokes. We got any people who love practical jokes in here? Make some noise if you love it. Oh yeah, man, they're fun. They're fun. So this is the idea I have, you guys. I'm gonna roll it out for you, and you tell me what you think about this practical joke, okay? I have already talked with David. You saw him earlier. Give it up for Dave, everybody. Give it up for Ryan. I've talked with my boys. I've ran this idea by them, and they like this idea, you guys, so I'm gonna see if you guys like it. This is my plan for a practical joke that I want to do after I have died, everybody. So this is my after-death prank, okay? And what's gonna happen is, exactly 3 minutes after my funeral, I want Dave to go onto my phone, onto my Facebook account, and I want him to post, it is hot as shit down here. Some of you guys get it, right? You heard me up here, you know where I'm going. Not even the best part though, you guys. Then I want him to wait another 10 minutes, go back onto my Facebook account, and I want him to post, but on a plus note, I just beat Hitler and Satan in a game of euchre, hashtag Pure Michigan. You guys have been a lot of fun. I've been Tim Locke. Keep the fun going, everybody.